I've been a tither since I was a little girl. I remember my grandpa always telling us to give our 10%, growing up in children's church, and I come from a strong family that, believes in the principle of tithing, and I grew up in that. I grew up in seeing God's provision. I grew up seeing the blessings of God and the protection of God. My first experience of just seeing the miraculous of God through my tithing was when I was in a church service and God had pressed upon my heart to start giving what I want to make one day. And I had took it on that challenge, and nobody knew. I just, secretly, it was between me and God, and I did that for about 6 months, and believing that God had spoken to me that, start tithing what you want to make one day. And so 6 months had passed, and, I was working and I had a good job, but doors opened up for a better position. My coworker had decided to quit, and when they had offered me the position, it was what I was tithing, what I was going to be making. And, I was like, I had that awe moment, like, wow, it's true. Like God, you know what I mean? My faith just literally elevated at that moment. And I remember walking, at the end of the day, walking to my car and just, hearing the voice of God saying, I could trust you. And, a lot of times, my prayer had been, Lord, help me to trust you. Help me to trust you. But to hear God say that he could trust me was truly like a pivotal point in my giving, because, I knew that as he trusted me, that he would have no problem releasing to me finances, provision, but also that he would know that, I'm a channel of blessing, that I'm not afraid to give. Not only have I experienced financial blessing through my tithing, but I've experienced God's favor, God's provision, God's protection over my family, over my marriage, and even now, like as me and my husband are, walking in this in a new level and a higher level, we're seeing God just really just opening doors for us. As my husband and I continue to give, we're expecting God to not only financially open doors, but in all aspects of our life. And we're believing this year is going to be the best year for us in ministry, in our finances, in our families, salvation, and we're really anticipating the move of God. And we took on the challenge, the 90-day challenge, and me and my husband, we're not afraid to step out, and fear doesn't grip us, and we're doing it again. I'm challenged to give what I want to make, and my faith is going to a higher level. So we're believing for great things this year.